and welcome to November's Tarot Draw. Now if you've watched one of the videos before, you'll know that it's basically just a idea of what will be good, what might happen, what might not happen in November. Okay, for Capricorns, I pulled the Tower. Now what this means is something dramatic and unexpected is probably going to happen this November. And it's very likely it's going to be a bad situation. But what you've got to remember is it's completely out of your control and you have no power over the situation. Now, the bad situation could be the ending of a business, the end of a relationship. You could have lost your job at work. It could be like anything like that. But what you've got to remember is that after all of that negative stuff has happened, you are going to rise and be stronger and smarter than you were before the situation actually happened. Aquarius, for you I draw the Empress. Now what this means is that something new is going to happen in November, whether that's a new relationship, friendship, new job, could be anything. Now you can expect a new friendship or relationship that will have a positive impact on your life. Or if you own a business, your business could do very well in November and your finances could go up. However, this card can also represent a literal pregnancy. So if you're trying to start a family, November would be the time to do it. And if you're not, I would be careful. Okay, Pisces, I drew the Knight of Cups. Now what this means is that you are normally a smart and rational person. You could also be seen as a trusted friend or a father figure. Now in September you could experience some conflict, and what you gotta do is you just gotta stay calm and composed. You gotta wait for all the conflict to pass in hopes that all the good stuff will come back and life will go back to normal. Aries, for you I drew the Temperance. Now what this means is that in November you're gonna start to feel really pressured by life, and it's gonna disrupt your balance. And this can be from the actions of others, it could be from a job or a relationship, it could be from anything, but you will feel pressured. And what you gotta do is you just gotta stay at home, take some time to yourself, relax a little bit, and sort of hope to get through it. Okay, so Taurus, for you, I drew the Ten of Cups. Now this is also known as the Happily Ever After card. So there may be an engagement, a pregnancy, or you could have found a new home you were looking for. It can also represent a happy occasion, so a family reunion, christenings, or weddings, anything like that. It also means that this November you might be pulled closer together with your family members and you might be more close than you were before November. Gemini, I drew the Seven of Pentacles inverted for you. Now what this means is in November you are going to need to get real. You're going to need to think about what success means to you and how you are going to reach your goals. Now, life can be quite scattered at the moment, but it means that you're going to have to think about your choices, because if you pick the one that seems like it's going to have more success and it doesn't, the rewards for your hard labour might not be as significant as you thought they were going to be. Cancer, for you, I drew the Seven of Swords inverted. Now, what this means is that this November you could be tempted to cheat or take shortcuts. Whether it's at work or if it's an actual relationship, it could be anything like that. But I would take this card as a warning and say that if you do cheat, it is very likely that you are going to get caught doing it. Leos, for you, I drew the Two of Swords. Now, what this means is that you're probably going to face a difficult decision this November. It's probably going to be two options and neither of them will be ideal. However, you have just got to speak the truth, and the sooner you do speak the truth, the sooner you'll be able to heal yourself emotionally. However, it can also be seen as a card where you need to show your emotions more. You need to stop building up walls and just let people in and let them love you and take care of you. Okay, Virgos, for you I pulled the Queen of Swords inverted. Now what this means is that you could be thinking too much with your heart and you could be getting too emotionally involved with a current situation. And this could possibly lead you astray. So, this November, you are going to have to start thinking more objectively and with your head. Libras, for you I drew the Hangman inverted. Now what this means is that in November, you may hit a standstill in your relationship, work, or a business, and this can lead to some frustrating delays. However, you just have to pause and take a second and try to look at the situation a little differently, because even though you may not be able to control it, you can change your experience of it. So you kind of just have to accept it and get on with your life. Scorpios, for you I drew the Fool, and what this means is that in November you can expect something new. This can be a new job or a new relationship. However, it will require you to take a leap of faith. So this means stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something that's completely new to you. You've never tried it before. This card is also a good omen for people who are trying to start businesses. So if you are, November would be the time to do that. Sagittarius, for you, I pulled the Page of Cups. Now what this means is that this November you will probably hear some positive news, whether this is about a new romance, engagement, or pregnancies. You might also hear some gossip about someone you know too. If you do start a new romance, the romance will most likely be with someone younger than you are. And if you have just taken an exam or a test, your results will most likely be positive.